so receiving the trophy.
There's the second. This will be amazing. Yes! What a finish!
The new Modus Super Series champion, the Interceptor.
But Ryan Brantley, the boy from needs to go, and that's exactly what it does.
I just wanna climb on top of a hill and throw it all away, away. Take me far away before my mind spins off and I am all derailed, derailed. Just
And he pays the price.
From the third rate, Harry Gregory.
all the way to the rainbow's end. Just
Oh, which is exactly what Daniel has
From
done,
the
and
second
that's
rate,
why.
Stevenson.
Oh, what a
Games on the
shot
free play, James
by
Bookby.
Bookby.
To tee up tops.
This is how
Games on the
Wonderful
first leg,
finish,
Ryan
wonderful
Brantley.
leg.
the game is set to play. Every day remains the same.
That's the route for double 18.
Games
Oh,
on the
yes.
first leg, Henry
He
Gold.
does take out the 150.
I just wanna climb on top of a hill.
And we will find out who will be completing the lineup for finals night at the end of this evening's session. It's night 2 of the Group B action on this very special Rising Stars week, where players between the ages of 16 and 21 have been turning on the style on the Super Series stage. Hi there, good evening, welcome along to your Friday night fix of Modus Super Series action. The darts will be flying on the stage behind us, and the youngsters have been producing the goods all week. 3 of them already through to finals night tomorrow. We're going to find out who the other 3 are going to be at the end of tonight, and it's fitting that we've got a former World Youth Champion with us, Keegan Brown. This has been a fantastic glimpse into what the future holds for darts, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I've been very privileged to spend most of the week here watching the youngsters play, and my God, how good is the future looking for our brilliant game?
Absolutely. Look, and you're not doing a bad job as a pundit, are you? Because you said Nathan Potter would win Group C. You really sung his praises, and he proved you right.
Yeah, definitely. I've watched Nathan over about the course of the year now. I can see what he does on the Challenge Tour and obviously events away from, the PDC. And I just thought, you know what, if he plays this game, the world's his oyster this week.
Yeah, absolutely. Played some really good stuff, winning all of his matches on Thursday, put him in a very strong position, and he has gone on to confirm his qualification for finals night as the Group C winner. Jensen Walker, the runner-up, of course, the Series 10 champion, and Charlie Manby already there, having won Group A earlier in the week. But Messrs Bookby, Stevenson, Gregory, Brantley and Coates will do battle in Group B tonight. And this is how it looks after, well, the halfway stage. It's half-time in this group, and Henry Coates is almost there, 1 foot in finals night. He's on 8 points. Ryan Brantley in a good position on 6. James Bookby, great debut for him. Daniel Stevenson and Harry Gregory in particular with work to do. But let's start with Henry Coates. Keegan, winning all of his matches, probably a win away, and he's played some fantastic stuff all week, hasn't he?
Yeah, definitely. Most of his average, he's always been over the 90 mark nearly every match all this week, and that takes a lot of doing from a professional does that, let alone a youngster that's just only coming into the game.
Him and Ryan, there was a close game. It was a great game between them. You expecting them both to make it?
Yeah, definitely. The way that they've played all well this week, it was always going to be a struggle for anyone coming into Group B to play against both of them. And is there any surprise that they're 1 and 2? No, not in my mind.
Is there a surprise, though, about number 3, James Bookby? Bit of an unknown to the general darts fan, but a university darts champion. And he really had a good debut, 2 wins.
Yeah, definitely. He shows his pedigree already, and it's put him into a good stead, and almost on Saturday night on his first attempt.
Yeah, he loves it here. Him and his mates watch the Super Series before they go out in Sheffield at uni, and they'll all be watching him tonight. I'm sure it'll be a big party night, won't it, if he gets through?
It will be that.
Absolutely. Well, the odds are in his favour. These are the odds actually to win the group, but if you look at the top 3 going through, he's third favourite. Henry Coates is odds on now to do that. Ryan Branley 7-4. Can you see Daniel Stevenson or Harry Gregory upsetting that party?
It's going to be, nothing in darts is guaranteed, but I can't see the 3 front runners in the group being messed up by the end of the night.
And that lineup for finals night is looking pretty tasty, isn't it? If this had been, if we say that those are the 3 going through, okay, Bookby would be the kind of joker in the pack, but you've got Ryan Branley, who's been to a final here before, Jensen Walker, who of course has won a series, Charlie Manby, Nathan Potter, and top of the group here, Henry Coates as well. That's a pretty good lineup, isn't it, for a Saturday night?
Well, to be fair, we would be, be full of its praises if that was a normal week at the Modus. For this to be a youth week, hey, we take our hats off to them.
Yeah, it's been absolutely superb. If you are going to have a bet, please gamble responsibly. It's 18+. gambleaware.org. And the first match of the night is top against bottom. Really running out of time, the player at the bottom of the table, Harry Gregory, but at the top, Henry Coates. He is probably just 1 win away from qualification. He's had a great week, and I caught up with him to reflect on it and to look ahead to tonight. Henry, fantastic start to Group B last night, winning all of your matches. How much did you enjoy it?
Yeah, loved it. I mean, playing against Ryan again, knowing it's going to be a good game, in the addition of James, Dan and Harry, which they proved a tough challenge.
How's the week been for you in general so far? How would you assess it at this point?
Yeah, brilliant. Played some of the best starts I have for quite a bit now, so just hoping to carry on for the rest.
Yeah, I mean, you did most of the work last night. It won't take many wins, possibly only 1 tonight to get through, but how are you approaching this evening?
Just win. That's all I can do. It's all I want to do. It's just that simple.
We know 3 players are already through to finals night. What would it mean to you to be part of that?
Yeah, it would be brilliant. To be back in front of the crowd again is where I want to be.
And back on that stage on a Saturday, of course, it's our first Rising Stars event. If you do get there, how big an ambition is it for you to be the first champion?
Massive. I know it's going to be a tough ask, but I think I've got the game to do it.
Well, you're a step away. Good luck tonight, and thanks for talking to us.
Yes, thank you.
Here we go then. The action about to get underway. And it is Henry Coates against Harry Gregory. The Hawk stalking around the back of the stage, looking for his first win, and you think he would need to win this match to give himself any chance really of threatening the qualification places. As for Harry Gregory, he's pretty much already through. He'll be everything but qualified if he wins this match, and after that, then he would confirm that qualification. So it looks like a formality for him tonight, but that's not the way that he should approach it, I'm sure you'll say, Keegan.
Yeah, definitely. He needs to treat it like he's done all week. It's just to go up there, play his game, and, the majority of the time, he's always got the W. So, yeah, I think, tonight, even though he's the... he's literally come off the final furlong is such. But yeah, he needs to, keep his head concentration and a good skill and,
100.
Well, Double Trouble is a different special week, Henry. He was near tops on that first start. But yeah, it's going to be a good night. Every session, actually,
96.
this week, we've seen some good quality. Not from every single player. There have been 1 or 2 that have been battling their own darting demons, and you would probably put Harry Gregory
40.
in that camp. But what I can say, for both him and Thomas Banks now, that dreaded D word has been discussed, dartitis, that they've had terribly when they've been here before. There have been massive steps
58.
forward this week for both those players in terms of their technique.
Yeah, definitely. I think what people don't realise, there's the seeing the player up there playing now.
140.
What they don't see is the rehearsal, the training, the practicing to make sure they can get the throw back to what it used to be. And full credit for both of them going up there and really giving it a
85.
go.
Yeah, absolutely well said. Henry Coates is giving it a go at winning the group unbeaten if he can mirror what he did
93.
last night again tonight.
And to be fair, Murphy, you wouldn't put it past him, would you?
Absolutely not, if he can find that kind of level. It was a brilliant game between himself and Branley. We'll see that again in Game 4 this evening.
123. Henry Carr, 128.
So Henry, for a 128. So he's got 74 left. That's good darts.
96.
32.
Out of your car, 139.
So Harry here on the outside chance on the 139. Looking at treble 20. He's going to try to set it up. Should be looking at 90, the 19s.
99.
And he does so.
32.
So Henry.
Getting shot on the first leg.
Solid
Henry
16 darter hold a throw to kick off Friday night.
Yeah, really good
Second leg,
stuff.
Harry to through first. Game on. $58.
Now you see a lot of times this week where, you know, maybe the experience factor comes into the game
93.
where, you know, I found Tuesday and Wednesday certain games where certain players were, I felt like they were losing their concentration to get over the line as such, but, you know, it looks like Henry, he's gallopouting out the stable as such.
100.
Yeah, you can't mathematically qualify by winning this match, even if he wins it 4-0, but
94.
in a way this is a bit of a meaningless match in terms of the bigger picture. Stay with me on this when I say that, because if he wins the game, if he wins the game, Henry will move on to 10 points. Wouldn't be mathematically qualified, but he definitely would if he won his next game. If he loses the game, he'd stay on 8 points. But because Harry Gregory would be on 2 points, it would mean everybody else couldn't get to 10. So he definitely would if he wins his next game. So whatever happens in this match, if Henry Coates wins one more tonight,
60.
he'll be through.
Henry Carr, 134.
So what you're trying to say is we need Carol Vorderman to work it out for us.
No, I'm saying
94.
he'll get through. That's what I'm saying.
So the short of it, he will just, the long and short of it, he will get through.
Yes. But it won't be at the end of this match.
Greg, Harry, that
180.
cracking darts.
Henry Carr, 40.
2 180s in this leg so far, and we're only in the second leg.
Getting shown the second leg, Henry Coates.
You know, looking at the averages already.
Third leg, Henry to third first. Game
Just
on.
after the second leg, Henry over the 100 mark. And, you know, to be fair to Harry, he's over the 90 mark and he's not doing a lot wrong.
32.
See, I always find
85.
dart players that suffer from the dreaded D word, I always find it's all about that first start release. If they can get a good, you know, a good fluent action,
99.
it tends to flow a lot easier. It's when they start struggling just for that microsecond as such, and then it starts feeling more of a struggle as such.
I mean, this is decent so far from Harry Gregory. Look, he's losing the match 2-0, but he's
140.
averaging, what, 95 now?
And to be fair, if you can get me people that are suffering from the D word averaging 95, you know, you need to show them, because I've never seen too many people
100.
doing that.
Absolutely.
But all credit to obviously to Henry as well. He's not, you know, taking obviously Harry very lightly. He's still going up the doing what he's done all week. Probably looking at 25.
100.
That's good board management to leave 100.
Gregory here with a big finish, a big setup, sorry, could leave a much better finish.
To be fair, at this stage, I think if Harry can hit even a 60,
60.
still
Henry
gives
Carr,
an outside chance
170.
at the 156.
Big fish, not going to happen. We'll look for the 19s on cover.
56. Out of your car,
Well, the
156.
outside chance has arrived. Can he take it?
So you'll be looking at treble 20s. I believe this was it the 156 that Cav Painter hit, didn't he, at the seniors?
100. Henry Carr, 140.
This time last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, good memory up in York.
I think it was me and you commentating on that one.
Certainly was. This is double 18 now.
78.
Maybe the
Henry
single
Carr,
got in the way
56.
there. There were some questionable decisions from Henry last night. I asked him about one of them. Harry Gregory could pick his pocket as a result of that one.
But these are the situations where, me and Andrew Deacon was explaining during the earlier part of the week where the players...
He's miscounted here, Keegan. Sorry for cutting you off, but he's on 56. He's gone 14 tops.
22. Henry Carr, 36.
What on earth happened there? And now I think he's confused himself as he's looking at the scoreboard. And he's split this. Hasn't hit it. And Gregory's got to clean the mess
Carr,
up.
34.
No, he's miscounted. He was on 56. He was on 56. Sorry, he was on 56 and he thought he was on 54.
Wow, he's either going to go for the double 17 or he's going to go the big 2 to leave 32. He's on 6 or 10, so it's double 14, so it's 2 sevens.
20. Henry Carr, 4.
It's like mental arithmetic on a Friday night.
Oh, we were trying to work it
on
out.
the third leg, Henry Coates.
Paid the price for his miscalculation there.
Fourth leg, Harry to throw first. Game on.
And Coates leads 3-0.
$100.
I've been very impressed with obviously Harry in this match. I think considering he is bottom of the group, he's
100.
coming out fighting, and he's fighting well at the moment. Just a bit unfortunate, the miscount in the previous leg.
$100. $140.
Well, it's looking like that 4-0 scoreline that Henry Coates is chasing again.
60.
Yeah, Henry's very impressed me this week with his ruthless aggression towards the board. First, I
45.
think every day when obviously commentating on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, his average was always above the 90 mark. He was always finishing on the day 93, 94, 95, and we forget how young these youngsters are.
81.
If somebody was doing that on the Pro Tour, we think, do you know what, that's brilliant darts. But for a youngster with very little experience, should we say, to the wider professional side of the game,
21.
is full credit to
Harry
him.
Carr, 160.
Well, a chance for Gregory to get a leg in the ledger here. 6 starts from 160. A very similar position to the previous leg. He scored a ton from 156, left that 56, and then that's when the trouble started.
128.
This time he'll know exactly what he's left because he's left it quite intentionally and quite perfectly.
95. Harry Carr, 32.
So Harry needs double 16 to get a leg on the board. And he
In
does
shot
so.
the fourth leg, Harry Gregory.
A solid 16 darter at hold of throat.
Fifth leg, Henry to throw first. Game on.
Considering obviously Henry's 3-1 up at this stage, it's not a lot separating them in the averages.
141.
Yeah, mid-80s Gregory, high 80s Coates. And it was 4-1 this fixture last night. Could well be a repeated scoreline.
59. $180.
If you're gonna hold throw and hold on your throw for the match, Henry's not going a bad way about, is he?
100.
Yeah, really good stuff.
He's in there again. So he's looking at another treble to leave tops, and he does so.
140.
On for a 10 darter to win this match.
And he's put 10 points on his average in just this leg alone.
134.
Yeah, brilliant
Henry Carr,
performance
40.
from Henry Coates. It's been a brilliant campaign for him this week, this group. And it's
Getting
another
shown the match,
victory
Henry Coates.
for Henry Coates, who has been top dollar in Group B, and he's certainly top dog in Group B. a little bit of an inquest about that miscount from Harry Gregory. I think he's realised that mistake. Did get a leg in the ledger, but it's Coates who takes another step towards finals night. One more and he's through. Up next, Bookby takes on Branley. Welcome back to the live lounge here in Portsmouth, UK, the home of the Modus Super Series, which this week is the home of the brightest young things in darts. And here are two of them on the stage. Ryan Branley, Development 2 winner, a Super Series finalist, taking on the University Darts champion, James Bookby, who has put himself in third position after the first night. A debut here at the live lounge for the 21-year-old. Taking on a man 4 years his junior, but much more experienced at this level of darts, and a place above him in the table. Both on course to go through at the moment. But I was very impressed with what I saw from James Bookby last night, Keegan, and a win here would really shake things up a bit in the group.
Yeah, it would. Definitely would do that. And I think with James, I feel like he's in this situation where
First leg, James.
he's got nothing to lose. You know, obviously the top three qualify.
Game on.
He's probably thinking, do you know what? Let's get some wins this obviously tonight, even more so. Get some more legs on the board, and yeah,
60.
The tables can all of a sudden change very quickly, as we all know at the Modus Super Series. I think obviously where you alluding to earlier about James in the
60.
university dart circuit as such, I think it would be hoping to follow in, obviously, previous week winner in Adam
93.
Warner sort of footsteps from, university darts Modus winner to then PDC tour card holder.
Yeah, absolutely. And knows Adam Warner well from the same
100.
university, actually, Sheffield Hallam.
$100.
Many great things come from the city of Sheffield.
$100.
That's good. Treble 28.
100.
Yeah, solid start for both of these players in this first leg. Ryan be hoping to put some pressure on, trying to find a big treble. As such.
57. James Ricard, 148.
So it's 70 left.
79.
For more.
$100. James Ricard, 69.
So James got first chance at this finish. So it's 45 for 24. Surely, what a marker.
45. Ryan Ricard, 84.
Unlucky not to capitalise that. This is another miscount.
59. James Ricard, 24.
She would usually hit bullseye for 34.
Getting shown the first
in the
leg,
end,
James
the leg
Bookby.
goes away. A Bookby.
We did have
Second leg, Ryan did through first. Game on.
I think it was a Tuesday session where nearly every player was leaving 34. So I don't know if it's a new craze where dart players think, do you know what, let's leave double 17. But
140.
yeah.
$100.
This is obviously for me. This is one of the first times I'm watching James plays darts. But yeah, he's got a very nice throw and a very natural throw is what we would call in the darting world,
60.
where nothing can go too wrong with it.
$93.
Yeah, Ryan's looking for another treble nine. Looking at treble 19.
96.
What sort of pressure can James put him under? First dart's perfect.
100. $97.
So obviously Ryan's got the first poke at a finish in this leg on the 108. It looks like James
100.
has
Ryan Ricard, 100.
also got to join them on the 108 stage. So he's looking at 19s to kick the shot off. Looking at 57. So he's set up either treble 10 to leave tops.
68.
And he does
James
so.
Ricard, 108.
So there's an outside chance for James at going the same route. Well, he's going to leave the same.
56.
Got on the 18s.
Ryan Ricard, 40.
So Ryan, first shot at tops to level it up at one apiece. And he does
Getting shown
so.
the second leg, Ryan Branley. Third leg, James is through first. Game on.
Yeah, I think that's a good leg there from Ryan. You know, just to
100.
get the mark on the board as such.
$140. $58.
Yeah, definitely been impressed with both of these players in this match so far.
$85. 40.
I've obviously seen the side on of the players there. Both players have got solid stances, should we say. That's always key when you're trying to keep the old arrow straight.
96. 100.
I think that's the thing that's got me is the difference between the youth players at the moment, where some are always playing a throw in front, trying to work out the finishes to what to go for, while others will just
140.
keep going for the 20s. And I think that shows you the experience of some players and the less experience in others.
139.
Absolutely.
Ranu car 40.
And it's interesting here, I said it at the start, we've got a player 17 with more experience than a player 21.
There's a couple of times during the earlier part of the week, so he's looking at 2:15s.
25. James car
I
64.
think it'd be a bit of a statement win this for James Bookby if he could pull it off. So a big moment, big exchange in the match. Double 16.
32.
Can't be found.
Ranu car 15.
This is a good chance for Ryan to break the James's throat. So he's looking at double 2.
11. James car 32.
Full credit to our spotters tonight because they're doing a fantastic job and we're only in match 2.
Getting shown the third leg, James Bookby.
So he does lead 2-1. All on throw so far.
Fourth leg rounded through
although not
first. Game on.
without risk of being broken. Branley will be kicking himself for that shed load of missed darts at double 7 in total.
134. 43. 85.
Early signs of frustration there from Ryan.
$121.
It's good recovery for that 1-2 weather from James.
$82. 134.
One thing that's really impressed me this week is the fact that, if the youngsters have had one bad throw, they've managed to capitalise. James didn't kick off the leg too well,
45.
but yeah, after 9 darts thrown, he's on 200.
$95. Run your car 155. $88. James Car 108.
So 108. Oh, this would be a great moment, wouldn't it, to break the throw? While
76. Run your car 67.
67 for Ryan, looking at treble 17. So he's looking at one dart at double 16.
Well, he doesn't look happy with the way that dart landed, the way it left his hand. He's reset.
35.
Probably did the right thing, but he
James
clipped the
Car
wire.
32.
That's a brilliant marker. Come off the barrel and does
He's on
so.
the fourth leg, James Bookby.
Brilliant, brilliant break.
Fifth leg,
3-1
James through
to
first. Game
Bookby.
on.
And a victory here would put him on 6 points. Level with
100.
Ryan Branley, and it would mean that Daniel Stevenson would simply have to win the next game to keep up the pace. And if he does do that, then Harry Gregory will be eliminated.
108.
That's the first 180 of the match, and it goes to Ryan in this fifth leg.
40. 60.
Obviously, me and Henry were talking about this earlier in the week, where
59.
especially when I was starting to play darts more of a serious and my later teens as such, none of this was available, and it just shows you where you've got, if you put the right things in for the youth players to achieve on, the talent
41.
comes out of the woodwork, doesn't it? And that some of these are their first times playing in front of a camera, playing in front of the lights, and I think they've all
42.
adapted it absolutely fantastic.
$45. 84.
I think with this leg especially, both players know the importance of this. James knows this will be a good win on the board, and especially with a better leg difference, and obviously Ryan knows he has to win this.
139.
Yeah, it's a doubles though that have been the problem for Ryan Branley. 8 missed in the match. That's only
100.
11%
Round your
the
car,
strike rate
36.
for the boy from Blythe, who's looking to break back on double 18 here. Wide of the mark, not really a marker. Wrong side of the tram lines there. Double 9.
18.
The misery goes
Change
on
your
the
car,
outer ring, and
76.
Bookby has the chance to win the match. Stays there for double 18.
40.
One
Round your
match
car,
start goes
18.
begging.
So it's double fault to keep in this contest.
Game show on the 5th leg, Ryan Branley.
Well, he won the argument that he almost had with the double before he threw it.
6th leg, Ryan to through first. Game on.
And that's where the game's going to be won and indeed lost. A dozen missed darts at double for Branley, but he hit that crucial one to break there. Bookby himself has missed 8.
100.
Including that one to win the match.
45.
Yeah, this is the thing with the game of darts. It's all about the momentum, and it feels like both the players are struggling here.
83.
I don't know if they've been looking at the table too much this afternoon just to see what they can and how to get to Saturday even quicker.
140.
One of the first things you get told as a dart player, you never don't rely on other dart players doing your work, or
140.
just keep playing, keep plodding along.
$85.
So Ryan, he's got a good opportunity to set it up. Looking at the treble 20s.
98.
What sort of pressure can James put Ryan under?
140. Round your car, 80.
So Ryan got 80 left. Hoping to hold to enforce the decider. So he's looking at 2 darts at double 10 to make it 3-3 in this contest. Surely. And he does so.
Game show on the 6th leg, Ryan Branley.
So our first
Seventh and final
last
leg,
leg
James to
decider
first.
of
Game
the
on.
evening comes in the second match.
Yeah, we had 3 last night, and 2 of them involved Ryan
85.
Branley, beaten by Henry Coates. The other one was this match, which he won in a last leg decider, but he, of course, had the darts last night.
It's always that fine question.
85.
Would you throw first, or would you prefer to throw first or throw second?
Well, you'd win a lot more throwing first, wouldn't you? If
96.
you're a good standard. I'd rather you threw for me, Keegan.
What, even now?
$134.
It's such a mindset of when you've got a last leg decider, because you're setting the score. In theory, it's a game
100.
of high score, isn't it? And if you're throwing second, the scores what you have to get in front of your opponent.
Well, Ryan. He says to himself as the darts deviate away
29.
from where he wants them, and now Bookby has an opportunity to get a golden victory.
100.
So right here, he's got an outside chance to hit some pressure on. Needs to find 2 troubles, you find. He's found 1. Can he find another? And he does so brilliantly.
134. James McCall, 120.
So James has got Shanghai in the 20s for the match. So should be looking at the 60. So looking at 19s. And he does 342.
Ryan Car, 190.
So you feel for Ryan, this has to go to win this contest. He's looking at treble 20.
Doesn't get it.
And you can tell by his frustration that was a good opportunity to win the leg.
44. James Car, 42.
So Bookby wants double 16 for a huge victory.
26.
Wrong side, and
Ryan
Ryan Brandley gets a
75.
reprieve.
So look at that, treble 17, and he does. So it's 2 darts at 24. Two sixes.
Oh,
Game shown of the match, Ryan Brandley.
steals it at the death. Bookby really fought hard in that one, but it is Ryan Brandley who picks up the points, and in doing so moves a step closer to finals night himself. That takes his tally to 8, but rather more crucially, despite the good performance, leaves James Bookby on 4, which means Daniel Stevenson can be level if he beats Harry Gregory next.
Charlie McGuire, 164. 44. 32. Charlie McGuire, 120.
Well, 120. He's got a fair, at least 2 handfuls of this. Just needs to stay
60.
there. That's a good shot. Halves his score, leaves himself on a 2-darter.
$26. Charlie
Time on his
McGuire,
side
60.
to become back-to-back singles champion.
$40.
Definitely a couple of nerves in those last 2 darts, but he'll be coming back.
It's a moment he's been in before this situation. Standing at the back of the
81.
stage,
Charlie
approaching the
McGuire,
hockey with a
20.
chance to win the title.
He did this to win the first title, if you remember.
11.
I think he's gone.
Georgia
I think
McGuire,
he's gone to
180.
bust it, maybe. The first title he won, he wanted 20. He went 6-7-7 to win it. He had a chance to replicate it again.
Yeah, I get the feeling that was for a bust, and
39.
on that situation there, George
McGuire,
Scaife wasn't even
9.
able to take it out going to the 18s on that switch.
Yeah, I think he just panicked a bit, but he's done well to get that big one.
Sometimes can be the hardest part.
Georgia McGuire,
This is it.
79.
It's got to be 19s. It's got to be 19s for this shot. Big 20 and a double. He's got the first one. He's going to get a match dart here.
$59. Charlie
Threw the entire
McGuire,
body into that
8.
one. Just didn't want to let go of the dart.
No score.
He's given George a chance.
Georgia McGuire, 20.
I think George has been quite good on double 10 today.
So many opportunities for Charlie Murphy.
Go,
Couldn't get the
gets
job
it.
done.
Got it, the Dragon
George
Modus
Skate.
Super Series Influencers Champion, George Skate!
Welcome back to the Modus Super Series, live and free on Pluto TV. This is the home of darts, and this week is the home of the future of darts. Rising Stars is going to reach its crescendo on Saturday night. Are still tickets available to see the 6 that make it through? But if Harry Gregory loses this match, then he's not going to be one of them. It would put Daniel Stevenson on to 4 points alongside James Bookby. And of course, those two have to play each other in a couple of games' time, meaning one of them would move on to 6 definitely, and Gregory would only have 2 matches, so couldn't catch them. So elimination could be the result at the end of this
First
one.
leg, Harry to
Or
through first.
he wins it, Keegan.
Game
he puts
on.
himself right back in the mix, just 2 points behind third.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is that this is what we always say about, this is why we love watching the Modus Super Series. It can all change within
44.
one set of matches, can't it?
Yeah, it's
100.
do or die for Gregory now. Stevenson will really want to jump on the fact that James Bookby didn't take the opportunity to beat Ryan Branley in that previous game.
43.
And he knows this ties it's a, how would you say, it's a, I wouldn't say an easier match, but it's a more of a
60.
straightforward match to get into for tonight's proceedings.
Well, it's the only match that he won last night, and it's the one that he would expect to win tonight, isn't it? Going
Yeah.
into it.
Definitely.
He was one of the 3-4-3 fixtures
44.
towards the end of the evening. Could have gone either way.
$85.
You know, as a player, when you've, you know, especially when you've played there at the Modus Super Series, you tend to get a feed off. So if you've been an opponent one night, you know that, right, I know how to play that game. I'm going to
81.
target that win again, you know, and that's why so many times where one player could obviously play the same person 5 times in the week before Saturday,
100.
and they will always have a 100% record against them. You know, but I think, you know, looking at the group as it is,
41.
it
Daniel
was
Carlin,
going to be
56.
tough. It was going to be tough for the obviously the 3 players coming into the group, where obviously Henry
85.
and Ryan were playing very consistent, and unfortunately just didn't, you know, make the cut to come straight through to Saturday night.
Well, Stevenson will come back looking at
134. Daniel
71.
71.
to break throw in the opening leg. Options on it, and he finds the treble 13 to leave double 16
Getting
Which he
short of
finds.
first leg, Daniel Stevenson.
to get that break and a 1-0 lead.
Second leg, Daniel goes through first. Game on. $59. $45. $40.
It feels like this week we're getting invaded by the Northerners, aren't we?
Problem?
Hey, you're speaking to a man that was born in Durham. I don't mind this.
48.
Absolutely. And is it true, Keegan, that you are named after
58.
a footballing legend from the north of England?
Yes, the Messiah, as I was once told, that was his nickname, you know, King Kev. And ironically,
58.
football's my least favourite sport.
Yeah, I'll let you all work it out for yourselves, but played for Liverpool, was a big hit
60.
up at Newcastle.
Obviously, being brought up on the Isle of Wight, everybody always says, oh, Kevin Keegan. I'm like, yeah, Southampton. No, Newcastle.
140.
Hamburg was a good success for him as well, wasn't it?
So was Doncaster.
Yeah, I think that's the birthplace, isn't it, Kevin Keegan?
50.
Paul Hinks not from too far. You see, we were going to bring it back to darts somehow. South Yorkshireman himself. Harry Gregory resides in Lancashire, and it's northeast for Daniel Stevenson.
79.
In fact, Chanley Manby already through to finals night. He's from Huddersfield, the hottest thing to come out of Huddersfield since yours truly.
64. Harry Carr, 131.
Honest as ever, Murph. Honest as ever.
$59. Daniel Carr, 170.
Well, this would be pretty hot. Not going to happen, so Gregory with the opportunity to level up.
45. Harry Carr, 72.
So is he going to stay up there? So you've got 25 left. Should be looking at the 9,
56.
16.
Daniel Carr, 125. $50. Harry Carr, 16.
Bit of a wayward on that last start.
Game show on the second leg, Harry Gregory.
So that's
Third
a
leg,
break
Harry to
back
through first. Game on.
in this battle between the bottom two. The first two matches tonight, the results have been mirrored exactly from yesterday.
85.
4-1 to Henry Coates against Harry Gregory and 4-3 to Ryan Branley against James Bookby. Exactly the same scorelines as those games
26.
last night. This one was 4-3 to Daniel Stevenson.
And to be fair to Harry, he knows he's got a good opportunity here to get his first points on the board
180.
this week.
Well, that will help him. First maxi of the match.
134.
Followed by
180.
the second. 56 remaining for an 11 dart
43.
leg.
Harry Carr, 56.
And he chooses double 16.
Game show on the third leg,
Goes out
Harry Gregory.
in 12. Really good leg
Fourth
of
leg,
darts.
Daniel to through
Out
first.
of nowhere,
Game
back-to-back 180s.
Harry would be happy with how this match is going so far.
60.
Surely not. He's not going to hit another 180.
Well, we mentioned it.
140.
Lose this match and he goes crashing through the tungsten trapdoor. Won't be seen on Saturday night. Wins it. He's only 2 points behind James Bookby, who he still has to
100.
play. Harry Gregory's not out of it yet.
No, definitely not. And, you know, to be fair, in the previous match, James had multiple chances, you know, against Ryan. So,
67.
you know, it shows that he's a bit vulnerable tonight. And do you know what? If the win's there, this is the night to get it.
Well, usually gets a little bit tense
60.
on a Friday night, and that's with the experienced players. But I've got to say, the youngsters this week haven't shown any fear whatsoever.
No, they haven't. They really haven't. And, you know, they've all played their part
81.
in that absolutely fantastic week here at the Modus Super Series.
Has been brilliant. And next week
140.
should be a lot of fun as well. The international pairs returning, including in this group, actually. If you're watching this time next week, you will see Adrian Lewis on that stage. He's going to partner Steve Beaton for Team England. That long-awaited competitive comeback for Jackpot is happening here on Pluto TV
43. Daniel Carr, 141.
And how can you not like that pairing?
Well, we saw 2
89.
maximum
Daniel
scores
Carr,
from Gregory in the
170.
previous leg. How about the maximum finish here? 60-60 ball. $60. Ooh, not far away from getting a shot at the smallest target on the board.
100. Daniel Carr, 52.
So it's double top. 2 10s.
32. Daniel Carr, 70.
Well, if this goes, Gregory is in complete control of this match. I think that's when we did see maybe a little bit of tension from him. He does get a shot at the ball this time. Yeah, last night when it looked like he was closing on a win, I think that's when he started to stutter and stall a little bit. Understandably so as well.
Getting shown the 4th leg, Daniel Stevenson. 5th leg, Harry to through first. Game on.
Gregory has the darts. He's not happy with the performance, is he? You can see that with his expressions and the utterances.
39.
I think that's more of the mental side that the youngsters haven't developed yet.
Can you remember that change for you? Can you remember that kind of
45.
maturing as a dart player where maybe when you were younger you would sort of react to every bad dart, and as you've got older you've kind of kept it all in a little bit more?
Wow, I'll be honest, when I was
44.
obviously younger, at my first couple of competitions, I was like most, 12-year-old, 13-year-olds, and, my dad said to me, if you ever play up again, I will never, ever take you again to another dart competition. And I knew he meant it, so I was like, right, that's my wake-up call. And obviously, as I was going through my teens, and, you get a bit more cockier, don't you, such, and, I started playing up a couple of times, and then got my tool card.
95.
And then obviously, the biggest wake-up call was obviously playing on the Pro Tour. When you couldn't, you have to act professionally
47.
in every single, match as such.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a quick learning curve.
Especially if you've only ever been used to playing darts on the Isle of Wight.
Not all follow those rules, though, I should point out. There have been the odd occasion where things have spilled over. But this is brilliant scoring from the Hawk in this game. That's his third 180 of the tie now.
85. Daniel Carr, 143.
It's like you just alluded to in that previous leg there, Murph, where, Harry's D word slowly comes into his game when he
97.
gets down to the finish, doesn't it? It's always the finishing sort of time. But he's, playing solid. This second match as
96.
well. In the
Daniel
first
Carr,
match, he was
46.
unlucky. So he's looking at double 16.
Getting shown the 5th leg, Harry Gregory.
Nicely done. So 3-2,
Six leg
looking
Daniel
for his
to through
first points
first.
in the group,
Game
looking
on.
to stay in the race to finals night.
And to be fair to Harry, he knows he's got the insurance policy
115.
of throwing last in the next leg if it goes the full distance.
And by the way, just as a side story, if Harry Gregory does win
35.
this match, that would confirm Henry Coates as going through. 10 points
46.
would become enough to qualify. He's already got 10. He plays Ryan Brandley next, who could actually reach 10 if he beats him, so they could be both through after the 4th game of the night.
So potentially,
140.
obviously Henry winning his first match of the night was good enough in the end.
Yeah, I did try and tell you that, Keegan.
60.
But to be fair, I think we went all the way up to Huddersfield and came back down by the time we got the answer.
$59. 100.
Scott Mitchell will be joining us tomorrow.
Another man in pink. Fantastic.
This should be a great finals night. Already a good lineup.
100.
If you want to come along, head to dartshop.tv. Tickets
85.
are still
Out of
available.
car 167.
If not, get your feet up. Tune in on Pluto TV. Won't cost you a penny. It won't cost you many pennies to be here, by the way.
43. Daniel Carr 95.
Let's be honest, it's cheaper than a price of a coffee nowadays.
Perhaps, yeah, certain coffees, yeah.
79. Out of car 124.
Right. Our points incoming here for Gregory. 1-2-4 to seal a victory that will make him feel a whole lot better and will give him a whole lot of hope. 14 segments. And the bull.
99.
Oh, it's a close
Daniel Carr
shave.
16.
But Stevenson breathes again.
So it's 2 8s. Surely coming off the barrel. You feel this has to go now.
No score. Out of car 25.
The dart snatched out. Huge chance this was for Daniel Stevenson. It's now become a massive opportunity for Harry Gregory. No wins last night, but he zones in on double 8 to get his first in the group and to keep himself in contention.
Game shown in the
It's
match. Harry
Gregory's
Gregory.
game. A 4-2 success that keeps his hopes alive and also confirms that Henry Coates is the first qualified player from Group B. Harry Gregory now goes level on points with Daniel Stevenson. They're just 2 behind third place James Bookby. Coates is through. Bradley will join him if he beats him next. Before the break, we saw Harry Gregory pick up his first points in Group B, and in doing that, it was actually confirmed that Henry Coates has now qualified. 5 wins from 5, the league leader. 10 points is enough, and he takes on Ryan Branley, second place in the next fixture. If Branley can win this one, he'll also be on 10 points, and he'll also be through, and then it'll be a battle for the rest of the night between Bookby, Stevenson and Gregory for that final qualification spot. So can Branley get the job done and be the first to beat Coates and join him in finals night, or will Henry carry on his domination of Group B?
I think if you're going off the form of Henry in like tonight and obviously last night, I think you would say he would have the win over Ryan as such.
Yeah, he's just got on with his business all week, as in unassuming fashion. He won
First leg,
10
Ryan did through
matches
first.
in Group A, as
Game
did
on.
Ryan Branley actually, and he's won another 5 in this group. So over the course of the week, 15 wins for Henry, 14 for Ryan Branley. They're going to feel in good form going into finals night, where, let's be honest, they both will be, won't they? Just have to dot the I's and cross the T's as far as Ryan's concerned.
78.
I think as well, I think this match is crucial for both players. They would like to get the momentum
95.
over the opponent ready for tomorrow evening if they do meet.
$100.
Look at the 19 sleeve
99.
finish, and he does so.
$100. Round your car, 167.
So looking at 60. He tries to set it up.
102.
You know, he's got 65 with at least 6 starts coming back. How much pressure can Henry apply?
87. Round your car, 65.
Great dart to leave double 16.
Surely off the barrel.
49. Henry Carr, 136.
It's a magical game between this pair last night. Are we going to see something similar this evening? Yeah, don't be staying there. I
96.
think he
Ryan
almost
O'Connor,
did for a
16.
second. They would have busted score. He found a second treble 20.
Two very thrown darts there.
No score. Henry Carr,
He
40.
busted score. Wrong bed. And it's Coates looking to hook the double. 2 10s.
30. Round your car, 16.
Neither man happy with missing opportunities at the start of the match.
Getting
But
shown the
Branley
first
puts
leg,
it
Ryan
right
Branley.
immediately.
I think what you have to
Second leg,
remember
Henry
is,
to throw first. Game on.
you know, when we've only been watching the action here since Monday, you know, Henry's been playing darts since last Friday, since the
59.
Challenge Tour in Leicester. So he's gone literally like an 8-day cycle when hoping for a 9-day cycle as such.
$97. $100.
It's a good ton there from Henry. Ryan hoping that he can break the throat to seal his fate for tomorrow night.
100.
Yeah, you can see the disappointment. It looked likely
125.
after the first start. He's such a good grouper, such a good follower of a first start. He's Henry Coates.
$96.
I feel that Henry's got advantage.
97.
So Henry knows he's going to come back for Shanghai in the 20s. But what is Ryan going to leave himself on?
83.
Last start,
Henry Carr,
pretty
120.
costly. He would have been on a similar finish, if not a better finish than Henry Coates. May have been academic, because
Game
Coates has
shot on the
cleaned it
second
up
leg, Henry Coates.
absolutely beautifully to level the match at 1 apiece.
Third leg grinder through first. Game on.
And that's one thing I've been impressed with
119.
is Henry's temperament, mindset. He didn't have to give it large. He didn't have to do anything. He just goes up there, does his job, and that's all you need.
Yeah, softly spoken. We had a good chat with him at the end of last night and at the start of tonight, actually, and he's quite a
57.
humble guy. He's got that winning desire in him, of course, but goes about his business in his own way, doing his own thing.
140.
Could have been something, couldn't it? 5 perfect darts.
The way these youngsters are playing this week,
135.
would it be a surprise if we managed to see a 9-darter?
Well, we've broken the Saturday duck, haven't we?
60.
Danny Van Tripe hit the first ever Saturday 9-darter in the week. 12 final.
98. Henry Carr, 121.
So Henry for 121. Look at the treble 17. Looking now to set it up, and he does so.
97.
So you fall
Henry
for
Carr,
Ryan.
92.
This 92 has to go.
Double. There's one.
56.
And I think it looked a little
Henry
bit
Carr,
precarious.
24.
So he was almost dicing with danger there. Double 12 for Henry Coates. He finds
Game shown the
it. He
third leg,
breaks.
Henry
He
Coates.
leads.
Fourth leg, Henry to throw first. Game on.
There's one thing, there's not been a lot of faults from anyone this week, but
131.
did he pick up the wrong microphone? Have we got Bruce Almighty in the studio playing the Havoc?
84.
Orthodox call from Paul Hinks.
Are we going to see a 1T7 in game?
55.
So what I was alluding
100.
to was I've noticed one thing with the players when they're on the sort of 91 to 95 when the opponent's
45.
on the finish on a double, should we say? I've noticed they're not actually using the bullseye.
Yeah.
They're going straight for the that there in that previous leg. Ryan had 92
60.
left. He was going straight for the obviously treble 20. And how I was brought up with darts was make it easy. If you aim for bullseye and hit 25, stew the biggest target on the board.
100.
It seems to be the modern way, doesn't it? All out attack. Aggressive darts.
$60. Henry Carr, 170.
I think there was some statistics run a couple of years ago actually on this. For example,
60.
on 92, that if you go for the bullseye, you get a dart at a double more often. However, if you go for the treble 20, you actually take out the shot more often. Small margins, but
What, in the same leg?
90. Henry Carr, 110.
right, 110 for Coates to lead this one 3-1. Still on.
85.
That is
Henry
unorthodox.
Carr, 107.
See, we say that's unorthodox, but it was Tuesday where every time he hit the bullseye last start.
Branley not tempted by the ball there. He goes for tops. And he
Game shown
takes
the
it
fourth
out.
leg, Ryan Branley.
And I'm just wondering now if Henry Coates will regret that decision. Treble 19,
Looks like
double
Ryan
19
did
was
through
surely the
first.
shot there.
Yeah, 100%.
Game on.
Yeah, there was one last night, Keegan. I don't know if you were watching, but Henry Coates, he was on, let me get this right. He was on tops. He hit a double
70.
5 going for tops, and then he went for 20 double 5.
Well, the only thing I can say
131.
is he's looking at the same area of the board, if that makes sense. He's not travelling the dart around the board where, you know, he'd be looking at the other side as such. So he is in that same area, and he knew if he hit a big 20, it would have guaranteed, you know, obviously a shot at double 5. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, you know, we think 20 years ago when, you know, when like James Wade famously hit the 2 double top shot against Kevin Painter, that was uproar. You know, that was like, shouldn't be allowed to do that sort of thing.
Yeah, disrespectful, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nowadays, you know, that's how far darts have came along. And, you know, you look at different aspects where the youth players are not doing the same things that I would have been doing, you know, which would have been seen as outrageous.
140.
You know, and to be fair, that's why they're on the stage and I'm in here.
I'm sure you've had your fair share of double-doubles in your time, Keegan.
Well, I'll be honest, I used to hate doing it. I'd always avoid going for the double-double.
51.
What's your favourite double?
Brand new car 170.
It was always double 16. And obviously, what was your favourite double, Berth?
Cheeseburger.
46. Henry car 39.
Extra cheese.
Double 16. Double 8.
Game shown at 6th leg, Henry Coates.
And takes the lead.
6th leg, Henry to throw first. Game on. One of them, 40.
Looking to carry on this unbeaten run as well. It would take his win tally in this group to 6 out of 6. He also won his last game on Wednesday.
58.
So that'd be 7 in a row. Would be nice to sail into finals night, having won his last 9, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
One of them, 40.
I always find with the games that are being played on a, you know, respectively on a Thursday and a Friday afternoon and evening, it tends to be the time
58.
to start building confidence, should we say, ready for Saturday. You know, because you want to come in fresh. You know, Saturday. You know, you want to know you've already beaten your opponents, and
55.
You know, it just puts you in a better mindset.
$99.
Coates is closing in despite no finish here. He's 120 points ahead of Ryan Branley.
You know, he's already
46.
around about 12 points on the averages.
And we've already seen him take out the 120 in this match.
Bang on cue for the pressure.
120.
So Henry, Shanghai, looking at the 60.
78. Brand new car 106.
Well, the pressure paid off. Now can he convert the remainder? 106 for Branley to level the match. And of course he would have the throw in a deciding leg.
He does so. 6 or a 10. So it's double 18 to enforce the decider.
70. Henry O'Carr 42.
This for the win then.
Game
And
shown the match, Henry Coates
carries on collecting victories for fun. Branley will have to wait slightly longer to confirm his qualification. We know Henry Coates is through and he remains unbeaten with a 4-2 success against Ryan Branley in that one. Good performance in the end. The stats do stack up, 92.8 for the average. A nice 120 checkout in there as well. But up next is a big one between Stevenson and Bookby. Welcome back to the Modus Super Series, where we're going to see an important game here between Daniel Stevenson and James Bookby. Stevenson looking to win to join Bookby on 4 points. And Bookby looking to put a big gap between himself and the bottom two. If he does that, he would be close to qualification. Couldn't quite qualify at the end of this match, but would be on 6 points, 4 clear of the bottom two with only 4 more points to play for, and a massive difference.
Just like Daniel did through first.
Well.
Game on. $40.
And you feel for James, he's very unlucky not to win his first match against Ryan.
57.
In that last leg shootout.
$96. $58.
I think that's one of the hardest things that obviously James in his
100
darting career so far is going to have to get used to, how would you say, you know, playing well when you know you have to, you know, not thinking too much of the outcome of the situation and just going up and, you know, playing his normal game.
97.
If Bookby does win this match, we would know one more thing, actually.
96.
Ryan Branley would be through. If Daniel Stevenson is beaten, then we couldn't get a situation where
100.
Bookby and Branley all get to 8 points, so that would mean that the 8 that Branley's already got would be enough to qualify.
97. Daniel Carr, 68. 36. James Ricard 100.
Stevenson's made a decent start to it, though, but it's 100 for Bookby to break. Goes tops.
60.
Over the top.
Daniel Carr 32.
Foul. That the last start clattered into the flight. So Stevenson for double 8. You feel like this has to go.
16. James Ricard 40. Getting shown the first leg, James Bookby.
So first leg does go the way of Bookby.
Second leg, James to throw first. Game on. $97.
Well, that defeat to Harry Gregory will have really hurt Daniel Stevenson. Certainly hurt his chances.
54.
Yeah, you would feel that he would think that he might have squandered a missed opportunity
26.
there.
A confirmation that Henry Coates is through with 12 points to his name, having won all of his matches. Ryan Branley would be through
60.
if James Bookby wins this game. Now, this is a live table, so the points are added on for James Bookby as he's leading this match. He's on 6.
58.
And look at the gap that would create to Daniel Stevenson and Harry Gregory. It would be 4 points with just 4 to play for. And Bookby would be all but through.
97.
A win for him would put Branley through, and it would leave Stevenson and Gregory with a mountain to climb.
59.
They'd have to win. One of them would have to win both their matches and hope that he lost both his and reverse that enormous leg difference.
59.
So it could look like it's pretty much all said and done at the halfway stage of the night, Keegan.
Yeah, that's the thing with this group stage dart playing. It's sometimes you do leave it
72.
to the last minute, and because of that, you think it's a missed opportunity that over the 2 days that all the players have had.
96.
It's like what we alluded to earlier for obviously both Ryan and Henry
59.
being
Daniel
in this
Carr
group B.
135.
It was always going to be a struggle for all the three newbies as such to make true damage to the group, knowing that
70.
the other two players
James
have had
Carr
a
130.
good 3 days of warm up here already.
Oh, this would be brilliant. Did see a nice 1-2-6 on the ball.
Carr,
Couldn't get the
65.
130. Stevenson can cancel out the early break here.
47.
But that chance has gone as
James
well, and
Carr,
the frustration
25.
is evident.
So it's 2 8s, 2 falls to go 2-0 up.
Getting shown the second leg, James Bookby. Third leg, Daniel to through first. Game on.
Being in this situation, all James wants to do now is just win. He doesn't, he's not bothered about leg difference. He just wants to get the
100.
2 points on the board, and that's all that matters at this stage of the evening. He's going the right way about things.
121.
Yeah, he won't be bothered about leg difference,
91.
but Daniel Stevenson might be, because if he loses this game 4-0,
85.
then he ain't catching James Bookby, so he would be out. There'd still be a chance for Harry Gregory to catch him, but not for
85.
Daniel Stevenson, whose leg difference would just be irreparable if he were to lose every leg in this match.
And then that's the beauty, isn't it?
96.
At the Modus Super Series, if you're going to win 4-0. If you're going to lose 4-3.
Absolutely. The Paul Nicholson rule.
96.
I know Glenn Durrant's watching tonight. He didn't quite abide by that rule when he played. Evening, Glenn.
99.
Shabba.
Daniel Carr 129.
Yeah, the bigger the win, the closer
75.
Bookby is to
Jamie Carr,
qualification.
100.
It'd pretty much be a leg away then, and it wouldn't even need to be a leg that he won. It could be one against Harry Gregory.
He's looking at tops to go 3-0 up.
60. Daniel Carr, 54.
Now he's looking at tops. Double 10 to halve the deficit.
44. James
the
Carr,
wire.
40.
Double 5. Found
James on the
3
third
0.
leg, James
Bookby edging
Bookby.
closer and closer. And now Daniel Stevenson
Fourth leg,
clinging
James to through
on
first.
to the cliff edge.
I'm just looking at
Game on.
James's setup. You know, it reminds me of a sort of Gary Anderson dart. It looks like it's a Gary Anderson dart. I could be wrong,
97.
but it's a very obviously similar setup like Gary uses, and you know, it's at the point of entry. James's darts
58.
obviously stick up, so obviously it allows for more of the treble to be hit.
I think it's quite a similar style of throw as well. He leans in a bit more than Anderson. but
93.
he sort of twizzles the dart, doesn't he, as he brings it back, brings it to the centre in between the eye and the nose.
96.
Be interesting if he's if he's a side-on player, if he actually kicks the hockey, as we say.
140.
Well, he's doing everything he can here to
80.
complete a dream debut and book his place at finals night, and I think a few more tickets might be sold on the back of it. We might get a coach load down from
125.
Sheffield Hallam University, similar to an Adam Warner played and won, of course, finals
47.
night.
James Carr, 46.
He might not quite be there yet. But he
James
ain't
on the
far
match,
away.
James Bookby.
A 4-0 win for James Bookby that eliminates Daniel Stevenson and puts 1 foot in finals night for James Bookby, who's pretty much a leg away now. And if Harry Gregory can't get a perfect scoreline against Ryan Branley in the next game, then that will be it. Coates, Branley and Bookby will be through.
Charlie McGuire, 164. 44. 32. Charlie required 120.
Well, 120. He's got a fair, at least 2 handfuls of this. Just needs to stay
60.
there. That's a good shot. Halves his score. Leaves himself on a 2-darter.
$26. Charlie
Time on his
required
side
60.
to become back-to-back singles champion.
$40.
Definitely a couple of nerves in those last 2 darts. But he'll be coming back.
It's a moment he's been in before this situation. Standing at the back of the
81.
stage,
Charlie
approaching the
required
hockey with a
20.
chance to win the title.
He did this to win the first title, if you remember.
11.
I think he's gone.
Georgia
I think
required
he's gone to
118.
bust it, maybe. The first title he wanted 20. He went 6-7-7 to win it. He had a chance to replicate it again.
Yeah, I get the feeling that was for a bust, and
39.
on that situation there, George
required
Scaife wasn't even
9.
able to take it out going to the 18s on that switch.
Yeah, I think he just panicked a bit, but he's done well to get that big one.
Sometimes can be the hardest part.
Georgia required
This is it.
79.
It's got to be 19s. It's got to be 19s for this shot. Big 20 and a double. He's got the first one. He's going to get a match dart here.
$59. Charlie
Threw the entire
required
body into that
8.
one. Just didn't want to let go of the dart.
No score.
He's given George a chance.
Georgia require 20.
I think George has been quite good on double 10 today.
So many opportunities for Charlie Murphy.
Go!
Couldn't get the job
Yes!
done.
Got the match! And the Red Dragon
George
Modus
Skate.
Super Series Influencers Champion, George Skate!
Friday night here at the Rising Stars Special Week. It's Group B, and it started with Henry Coates getting a 4-1 win over Harry Gregory. Ryan Branley then beat James Bookby 4-3. Gregory got the better of Daniel Stevenson, and then Coates carried on his unbeaten campaign with a 4-2 victory over Ryan Branley. James Bookby's 4-0 win before the break against Stevenson actually has eliminated Stevenson, and it has put second place Ryan Branley through, and Bookby himself in third place. Well, he's just 2 legs away from qualification. If Branley gets 2 legs against Harry Gregory in the next game, then we will have our confirmed field for finals night. And you'd expect him to do that. I mean, you'd expect him to win the match, but full credit to Harry Gregory for picking up points and getting that win against Daniel Stevenson, albeit he's pretty much ended the competition and the group.
Yeah, definitely. And, that's the thing is, when you're at the bottom foot of the table as such, it's very hard to start getting to get momentum and confidence against the players at the top of half. But fair play there to Harry
Looks like Harry to throw first.
keep going.
Game on.
That first game when he played Henry for the more or less throwing a good 92, 93 average.
41.
So right now, he would have made sure what he would need to do, and he's just going to go up there and does his stuff, isn't he? He's going to go up there, go and try to get the 4 legs.
35.
Yep, he won this match 4-0 yesterday. We'll be looking to repeat that trick, that result.
60. $85.
It is a day of celebration, of course, for one of our Champions Week participants
60.
and a former Super Series champion, Scott Taylor, celebrating today. If you're watching, Scott, many happy returns. And it is also the day where another Taylor
97.
hit a 9-dart finish. It happened. I was there. Will you believe it, Keegan? I was there in Sydney.
Yeah.
When Phil Taylor hit a 9-darter against Peter Wright, the semi-finals of the 2015 Sydney Darts Masters.
59.
10 years ago to the date.
Was that before or after? Didn't you... You did something. I can't remember. Not a bungee jump, was it?
Let's not talk about the fishing trip, okay?
140.
And that wasn't a Gavin and Stacey pun either. Did you? You did something, didn't you, in Sydney? Was it a bungee jump?
Skywalk.
Skywalk. That was it.
Did a skywalk.
45. Round your car, 44.
Well, Branley shooting for the sky here as he looks for tops.
Game show on the first leg, Ryan Branley.
And he takes the lead. So that leg
Second leg,
puts
Ryan
James
through
Bookby a step closer to qualification. One more
Game
and he's
on.
through. Actually, Taylor went on to win the tournament that day, and in the final he beat Adrian Lewis, who 10 years later we're going to see here at the Super Series.
180.
And they'll be on stage together next Saturday, of course, Phil Taylor and Adrian Lewis, for an exclusive audience with. I think there are a handful, literally a handful of tickets still available. via dartshop.tv. The tickets also give you entry to the international pairs finals. But never mind that. Look at this, because Ryan Branley is stealing the show.
140.
Oh, they want it, don't they? We've seen the same reaction from Henry Coates earlier after missing dart 6.
News is coming into us at the Modus Super Series, where obviously the exhibition
58.
up in Stoke tonight. It looks like Adrian's coming back in with a good bit of form. Beat obviously Bunton. He just beat Whitlock with just under 100 average.
Yeah, absolutely.
99.
Superb stuff. Playing really well on the exhibition circuit.
And to be fair, my opinion is, AD's besides him being a back-to-back champion of the world,
60.
and he's
Run
one of
your car 82.
the good people in darts that I find.
I agree. Great dart. Double 10.
72.
He's always got the time of day for everyone, as old AD.
$78. Run your car 10.
One for double 2.
$8.
Has had a bit of double trouble tonight, hasn't he, Ryan Branley? He's now missed 5 in this match. He missed 14 in his first game.
58. Run your car 2.
7 in his second.
Yeah, it's a similar pattern with
Getting shown the second leg, Ryan Branley.
Ryan's game on Wednesday afternoon when, after
Third leg,
winning,
hurried it through first. Game on.
after only losing 2 games over the course of 2 days, we would have assumed that it would have, topped Group A. And yeah, we did notice, me and old Henry Deacon, where his doubles weren't really on firing.
Yeah, and now it's practice to try and put that right for finals night, because that,
45.
ladies and gentlemen, is all she wrote in terms of qualification. That double 1 confirms that neither Harry Gregory nor Daniel Stevenson is going to catch James Bookby. He's through with Branley and Henry Coates. They'll join Charlie Manby, Nathan Potter and Jensen Walker as the Rising Stars finals night field. Congratulations to James Bookby for doing that on debut.
This just shows you how good Ryan is. All them darts he's missed at a double this
85.
match so far, and he's still just averaging shy of 105.
And he had the perfect leg attempt. He's really annoyed, isn't he? And I think this is what's going to happen now a little bit. They've qualified those 3 players,
140.
particularly Coates and Branley. They'll want to go and do something special. For Coates, it might be remain unbeaten, win all your matches. For Branley, is it hunting down that 9-dart leg?
Yeah, definitely. I think when you've qualified, you
44.
how do you say, you don't let your guard down, but the hard work's done, and all of a sudden you can obviously start relax. And like we see with any dart player, when the dart players relax, they do special
60.
things, don't they?
Absolutely. We will, of course, fulfil 4 more fixtures. Don't yet know who's going to finish in what position in this group. And the next game will be Daniel Stevenson against Henry Coates, looking to make it 7 out of 7 in the group. Bookby will then return to the stage, saving
85.
the knowledge that he's through against
Run
Gregory.
your car 121.
Branley's last game was against Stevenson before Coates meets Bookby in a kind of lap of honour of a final game.
So Ryan just wants to leave it handy, and he does
89.
so. And to be fair to Ryan, he's left to finish after 4 visits every leg.
$100. Run your car 32. Getting shown the third leg, Ryan Branley.
3-zip then to Branley as he looks to mirror that scoreline from last
Fourth leg,
night.
Ryan to through first. Game on.
A few little routines from Branley there. You just saw all in quick succession, the sort of towel, and then he's got a little sort of... What is that, Keegan? The padded thing that he just pressed before.
96.
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if it's a bag of chalk or a bag of grip, but yeah, it's funny how certain players have got the routines, and we are quite a superstitious bunch of people. We are, to say the least. I think it was.
85.
I think it was. There it is. Yeah, I think it's I don't know if it's a hand cooler or a hand warmer or a bag of chalk.
Whatever it is, it's doing the trick for this man. 2 defeats in the group have both come to the league leader, Henry Coates.
$82.
We'll try to keep you entertained for the rest of the evening. The players on the stage certainly will. But with 4 dead rubbers, I'm thinking about texting Henry Deacon, Keegan, and asking for a tungsten teaser.
All right, well, I'm going to speak on behalf of myself, the production team, and all the viewers at home. Please do not do that. I must have a good teaser. I must know a good teaser, surely.
45. Run your car 167.
We found out earlier tonight who Keegan Brown was named after. Now Ryan Branley, who's actually donning those black and white stripes
95.
at the bottom of his shirt. He's threatening to complete a demolition job.
$41. Brand new car 72.
So right now, looking at 72, looking at 48 for 24, gets to 48, so there's 2 darts at 24 to complete the 4-0 whitewash. Brilliant dart for the marker, and he does so.
Game shot in the match, Ryan Branley.
And wraps up that 4-0 win, repeating the scoreline from yesterday. It's 100 average for Ryan Branley as well. Impressive display, and that match confirms qualification for James Bookby, who goes through with Branley and Coates, who's back in action next.
Wow! Oh my God!
But that is
This would be.
Like, you know, the great man said, an era must come to an end.
You, my friend, have got a problem. You're getting it?
It is back. The Red Dragon Modus Super Series Influencer Darts Showdown takes place a week tomorrow, actually, a week on Sunday, 31st of August. Gets underway at midday, and we will be live on Pluto TV. Tickets are available from dartshop.tv. You can be here to witness darts superstars and world famous influencers. And on Pluto TV, myself and Keegan Brown will be part of the commentary team for that. Always good fun, Keegan.
Yeah, we do have a good laugh, don't we, old Murph?
No laughing matter for Daniel Stevenson in this group. He is out. He will play 2 more matches, but will not be able to make it through to finals night. Henry Coates will play 2 more matches, and if he wins them both, it will be a perfect Group B campaign.
First leg, Daniel to through first. Game on. $59.
Then you were right again, Keegan. You're not bad at this punditry, like, are you? I said at the start of the show, is the top 3 got to stay the top 3,
100.
and you've said yes. That is now confirmed.
What can I say, hey? Who would have thought watching
98.
darts for as many years as I could be actually quite good at working out the statistics.
80.
As Elton John once sung, Daniel waving goodbye at the end of this evening.
140.
Do you know, I'd be surprised if any of these kids actually know who Elton John is.
134. $52.
He was at Glastonbury a couple of years ago, wasn't he?
He was, wasn't he? Yeah.
147.
That's
Down to the car,
class starts there to leave tops.
100. Henry Carr, 40.
And tops it is for a 13 dart start for Henry
Game shot
Coates.
the first leg, Henry Coates. Second leg, Henry to throw first. Game on. $80.
All about building that momentum, keeping that aura of invincibility around him as he prepares for the Saturday
55.
showpiece. If he wins this match, he wins the group, and that would put him in Group 2 with Nathan Potter, and whoever finishes third in this group, likely to be James Bookby. Jensen
58.
Walker and Charlie Manby currently in Group 1, and the runner-up from this group will join them.
96. $46.
So getting back to your personal journey with darts, Murph.
Do we have to?
Yeah, we do. Because of
90.
what's the hottest place you've ever played darts?
Played darts?
Yeah.
100. Henry car 95.
Because I think I know the answer, but I just want you to confirm it.
57.
I'll confirm it after this leg. I just need to.
It was pre-COVID.
Yeah, I think I know. I think I got an answer for you,
46.
but Henry Coates might have
Henry
an answer
Carr,
for this leg.
58.
Will he split or will he just go straight for it? The former. Well, he leaves double one.
No score.
I don't understand that, Murphs.
Was it intentional or did he just slip from the 3 into the 17?
44. Henry car 38.
He might split this time.
He should do, and he does. So it's 2 darts at 32.
Getting shown the second leg, Henry Coates.
Prague was the place for me.
It was.
Third leg, Daniel, you through first. Game on.
The Premier Inn League in the PDC practice room. You were there, weren't you?
I was refereeing Newell's and Dan Dawson's games.
One of them, Foxy.
I believe I took out a decent checkout in that match.
You did, and I remember Prague quite well because it was a metal tin hut that we all played in, wasn't it?
Yeah, in sweltering heat.
47 degrees.
44.
But people passing out left, right, and centre, falling off the stage because it was too hot.
All good fun.
100.
If I remember rightly, the hotel only had one fan, didn't they?
Yeah, and I didn't get it.
43.
And the tournament was won by Jamie Hughes.
It was.
Who has played here at the Super Series and incidentally, on this day, 10 years ago,
123.
won the Swedish Open. A lot of darts happened around the world on this
90.
day in history, by the way. Remember the League of Legends 2008?
Bob Hanson won it, didn't
The
he?
final was played on the 22nd of August.
138.
And in 3 minutes, we'll be able to do on this day for the 23rd of August. So you're going to be spoiled with darting facts tonight. But Henry Coates is spoiling us to a decent performance
58.
here. 13 dart
Henry
start
Carr,
in the
40.
first leg. He's looking to do the same again in the third.
215s.
10.
Can
Daniel
Stevenson
Carr,
steal the leg?
126.
He could. He can. He has.
Being shown the third leg, Daniel Stevenson.
A wonderful finish from Stevenson, showing what he
Fourth
can
leg, Henry
do.
to throw first. Game on.
And the shake of the head is basically saying, where's that been? Where's that been all night?
125.
And that starts in a nutshell, isn't it?
He decided to actually carry on with the 19s. He was so happy with how he hit them for that checkout.
58.
Well, we've still got a minute, though, Keegan. Colin Lloyd beat James Wade in Atlanta at a Players' Championship.
180.
Calm down, Henry, I'm talking. John Henderson got the better of Tony
96.
West in the Didam International Open 2009.
140.
Too late now, it's midnight. We'll have to move on
60.
to the
Henry
23rd.
Carr,
But Coates
56.
is producing wonderful stuff once again. He's looking at tops, this time for an 11 dart leg. 12 will do nicely.
36.
Calm down, Murphs. You know, you need some material for tomorrow. Well, for later on.
Okay, we'll
95.
do tomorrow.
Henry Carr, 20.
Today, sorry, in the next match. Oh, wrong bed.
score.
Tell you what, Coates has absolutely thrown through the scoring stages of every single leg of this match, but when it's come to hitting the doubles, he's now missed 11 darts.
It's a different story, isn't it?
100. Henry Carr, 20.
So 2 10s, 2 5s. Chasing it.
10. Daniel Carr, 92.
14 darts missed, and Stevenson took out 126 to steal the previous leg. Can't take out the 92
52.
for this one. Did
Henry
go
Carr,
that
10.
bullseye route, but couldn't find the 25.
Getting shown the fourth
Coates
leg, Henry Coates.
capitalises to extend his advantage to 3-1.
Fifth leg, Daniel to throw first. Game on. $100. 177.
Well, it's a perfect start. 3 big trebles.
57.
So just when we think we've got a night off from young Henry Deacon,
50.
he has just messaged me in with a tungsten teaser.
Oh, you're joking, aren't you?
No, I'm really not. Here he goes. Here's a tungsten
44.
teaser. Who's the only PDC World Youth Champion in the last 5 years to not played at the Modus Super Series?
104.
Good question. Shall we answer it in the next? Give the viewers a chance over the break to think and answer it in the next match?
I can answer it now in the next
41.
5 seconds.
Henry Carr,
Well, give the viewers a
170.
chance. Then you reveal the answer. You've got a match-winning checkout to commentate on
100.
first, and it could be the 70 that Coates has just left.
$76. Henry Carr, 70.
Should be looking at 18 for tops. So it's top of the shot.
30.
It's starting to bother him a little bit because this would be 3 figures, no doubt. The average, if he just sharpened up the doubles by half.
75. Henry Carr, 40.
Tops it is though for 4-1.
Game
And
show on the match,
Henry
Henry
Coates
Coates.
remains unbeaten. It is another success for the league leader, who we can actually now confirm as the group winner. He beats Daniel Stevenson 4-1. Coming next is James Bookby against Harry Gregory. And I suppose we will give the answer to Henry's tungsten teaser. Welcome back to the Modus Super Series on Pluto TV, where we've got 3 more fixtures to bring you in Group B. We know the 3 players going through, and James Bookby will be delighted to be one of them, the University Darts champion, who may well be rounding up his pals to come and support him tomorrow night, has made it through to finals night on debut. And Rising Stars, Keegan, was all about unearthing maybe a new name, a new talent. Have we done that with James Bookby this week?
Yeah, definitely. I think this week's gave him the springboard that I think that he's needed. And do you know what? This week is all about taking the opportunity. And he's definitely done that, hasn't he?
Certainly has. Takes on Harry Gregory in this game. Gregory getting off the mark by beating Daniel Stevenson earlier this evening. But before the break, our esteemed commentary colleague, Henry Deacon, took the time to text in a tungsten teaser.
55.
Despite it being his night off and a long way past his bedtime. The question was, who is the only World Youth Champion in the last 5 years to not play here at the Modus Super Series? And Keegan Brown had the answer in 5 seconds. You had the break at home to get it. Keegan, reveal that answer now.
It was the 2022 winner, Josh Rock.
Certainly was. 2020 won by Bradley Brooks. Played here. Ted Everts, 2021.
45.
2023, Luke Littler. And 2024, Jan van Veen, who's having a fabulous time in the PDC at the moment.
60.
So many thanks for Henry for sending that in. And obviously, I hope you now enjoy your hot cocoa before you go to bed.
97.
That tournament has existed in some form. It was initially the World Under-21s Championship, won for the first time by Aaron Monk in 2011, James Hubbard in 2012, Michael Smith in 2013, and we'll leave it there, shall
96. Harry Carr 106.
Harry Gregory looking at 106. That becomes 101.
42. James Carr 146.
So another one for 32. So 70 left.
77. Harry Carr 64.
So I think one of the... As we look, Harry looking at 64. So 2/16. And he does.
On the first leg, Harry Gregory.
Well, he'll be delighted if he can pick up more victories. This is his final game of the group,
Second
of course, Harry Gregory.
First, game on.
Get one more win. He'll leave with a bit more pride in his head. Go on, Keegan. Tell us who won in 2014.
It was some dart play from the Isle of Wight. That's all we need. That's all we need to know.
I was there.
You were, weren't you?
Too. I think we went for a nice steak before.
We did at Gaucho's, wasn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. 11 years, still remember it. Roby John Rodriguez in the final.
I think I was more nervous.
140.
I think I was more nervous because obviously the first match at the Premier League on the semi-finals night was obviously Michael against Gary.
134.
And then obviously Phil played Raymond.
Yeah.
And, you know, not being rude, being me, how could I have ever gone up against them lot in, you know, standards?
55.
Great night for both you and I believe for Raymond van Barneveld.
It was.
Beat Phil Taylor in the semis and Michael van Gerwen in
96.
the final.
You know, they do say in darts, if you're going to do it the hard way, do it the hard way. And, you know, Raymond definitely did it that night.
And just to fill in the gaps, by the way, the PDC World Youth Championship, 2015
100.
Max Hopp of Germany, 2016 Australia's Corey Cadby, then back-to-back wins for Dimitri Vandenberg of Belgium before Luke Humphreys won it in 2019. Now, of course, the world number one.
59. Harry Carr 116.
You know, it's weird to think of, you know, people that have lost in that World Youth final that have then gone on and had a very, obviously, successful career so far in the PDC. Obviously, you can't not look at, obviously, Michael
69.
van Gerwen. Obviously, leaves in the
Harry
first
Carr
two.
153.
You then look at Nathan Aspinall that obviously lost to Max Harp. Obviously, Martin Schindler lost to Dimitri.
43.
You know, and it just shows
Harry
you that
Carr 47.
every year at the World Youth Championship, there's always been, you know, a solid standard of play.
Absolutely has. The future in good hands, and we're seeing that
shot on the second leg,
showcase this
Harry
week
Gregory.
here. Great to see Harry Gregory just playing with a little
Third
bit
leg,
more
James
freedom.
through first. Game on.
When I was obviously applying my
58.
trade back in my early teens, like 12, 13, you know, we never had anything like this. You know, there was nothing for the youth players. You know, the only thing that you were lucky to do was play youth county darts
25.
once a month for about 6 months of the year, and that was it.
Yeah, real huge pathways now for any age, isn't there? Fantastic work done
One of them,
by darts
40.
academies, some of which we've hosted here at the Super Series. We did have an academy in. I think it was Farringdon Darts Academy on week 12 of the previous series, and they all witnessed the first ever 9-dart finish in front of an
95.
audience here.
And what an experience for the young players.
Yeah, and what a reaction as well. Fantastic.
To be fair, you had to wait, what, 5 years for 9 darters in between the youth tour and between the Euro tours?
100.
Yeah, the curse of Ross Smith, as it was called. And we waited 3 years here. Or the best part of, anyway.
So I think, obviously, when Michael hit, because Michael hit, didn't he? He hit the 9-darter in Germany.
44.
Was
Yeah,
it
I believe
Hamburg?
Against Ryan Joyce?
It was, wasn't it? Because I think...
Yeah, 5 years and 1 day, so you might call that 501, quite poetically.
125.
I remember...
James Car 164.
Because obviously I was at the venue that night watching it, and I just remember Dan Dawson leaving you. Oh,
Oh,
James on the
never
third
mind
leg,
that.
James Bookby.
Never mind that at all, Keegan. Rudely interrupted by
Fourth
James
leg, Harry to through
Bookby
first. Game
with
on.
an absolute showstopper.
and let's be honest, I don't mind being interrupted by a 164 finish on the ball.
That was superb. Absolutely brilliant.
125.
They're sick of us talking about the youth of the past. They want us to talk about the youth of today.
Yeah.
140.
You know, my youth days playing for Hampshire Youth, you know, we used to obviously come across on the ferry from the island, play all our games at Fareham, and to be fair, we had quite a good youth side. You know, in the day,
125.
you know, there was myself, there was Aaron Monk, Luke Humphreys, and obviously Gemma
66.
Hayer. We all played in the same Hampshire Youth side.
So not a bad team at all.
And we was only about 14, 15 at the time. I think, obviously, Justin Bradshaw, obviously he's played here a
45.
couple of times. He was in a Hampshire Youth side.
Right, finding that treble 19
96.
with absolute ease here, James Bookby. A reminder, if you are just joining us, he is through to finals night. Ryan Branley's there as well.
83.
Henry Coates unbeaten in this group, one away from completing the card over 2 nights, and he is the third
87. Harry Car
qualifier, the group
123.
winner. Gregory won't be there, but it's been a better night for him. He's won a match already, and he's looking to win another one here.
Got 86 left. Hoping to leave it tidy to return.
55. James Car 112.
You can't not push this past him, so he's looking at 60. We're looking at 48.
56. Harry Car 68.
So 68 for 3-1. Double 4. Double 2.
64. James Car 56. Game shown the fourth
2-2.
leg, James Bookby.
Well, we do know now, Keegan,
Looks
the
like
full
James is in
lineup
first.
for finals night. Coates, Branley, Bookby from this group, Potter and
Game
Walker
on.
from this afternoon, and of course Charlie Manby from Group A. And seeing as you won't be with us, have you got a favourite
60.
fancy out of those 6?
Do you know what? I think you're very hard pushed looking past Charlie.
140.
You know, I think, you know, one of the days he was nearly throwing 96 average as an average for the day.
134.
But you know, I wouldn't mind seeing Nathan Potter play well. You know, I've talked about him all week, and do you know what? He's there on Saturday. Why can't he not win it?
There we go.
58.
Keegan has spoken. He has been backing Potter all week. He's been proved right about him in Group C.
60.
Charlie Manby, though, yeah, I agree, was excellent.
You know, why can't, you know, Nathan become elite in the Potter? You know, you got Harry Potter, you got Brian Potter. Why can't Nathan become the elitist Potter?
Don't forget Beatrix.
57.
With a name like Potter, he should have been a snooker player, shouldn't he?
Should have been.
123.
1-2-4 for Bookby when he comes back. He's done well to turn this one around. Gregory taking the opening
85.
couple of legs.
124.
But it's that 1-6-4 really turned the tie.
84. Hariyoka 161.
Casually strolls to the board like it wasn't going to fall out.
Shots on, looking at 51, and he does. Bullseye.
170.
Been right up there
James
to
Carl
sit
40.
alongside the stunner that Bookby produced earlier.
Surely.
No score. Hariyoka 44.
So 17 left. Would have thought 1 for 16. No, 5 for double 6.
32.
For a minute there, I thought it might have been a
James Carl
miscount.
40.
Had an awful one earlier, didn't it? That cost him. Double 10 here for Bookby.
20. Hariyoka 12.
Is that usable?
It's double 3.
6. James Carl 20.
20 for James Bookby. Double 10
He's on the fifth
found.
leg, James
3-2.
Bookby.
And he's looking for a fourth win from his 7 matches so far
6
in
leg
this
Harry to
group
through
here.
first. Game on. $140.
Good start there from Harry. James knows just needs a solid 15, 18 dart leg. Should see him home.
83. 60.
You know, to be fair, Murph, you've been around
100.
dance as long as I have, and you know you must see the sort of improvement from generations from youth players now, and you know it's really quite scary, isn't it?
But think back to
100.
when you were the next bright young thing, Keegan, and there was a lot of, have you seen this kid, Keegan Brown, this teenager?
96.
And it was the only name that people were talking about, and now there's loads of them.
There is.
And it happened in different generations. There'd be 1 or 2 players, maybe 3 at the most, that would get spoken about. But now, and everything's documented as well now, isn't it? With the
45.
evolution in technology, averages are all there to be seen, and you can see when young kids are brilliant very, very early. Well, that is the showman in him. He just dropped a few darts, but he picked that one up and planted it straight in alongside the other 2.
This is 156 for Harry. You feel it must go. That's a lucky dart.
116.
It's class darts to leave tops. So there's 2 16s. He does.
On the match, James Bookby.
He certainly does. Bookby gets the win. Harry Gregory's campaign ends in defeat. He did manage to pick up a victory against Daniel Stevenson earlier on, but it is a 4-2 triumph for James Bookby, the standout moment of the match. That stunning 164. 2 more games to come. Next up, Branley versus Stevenson.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Phil Taylor here.
Hiya mate, it's your best friend and daughter here.
My best friend within darts. Peter Wright.
No.
It's Kevin Painter.
No.
Michael Van Galen.
No mate, guess again.
Luke Humphreys.
No mate.
What do you think of this Luke lately?
I've heard of him. Good little player.
Yeah. Sorry, I'll go again.
Is that alright, yeah?
Yep. Richie Burnett.
No mate, it's Adrian Lewis.
Oh, I thought you were Keith Daly. You owed me 370 quid, you do. I had you there, didn't I?
Yeah. I was just wondering if you fancy catching up, chatting about old times.
I mean, there's some great stories in them days, because Adie's always cheating. That's why I call him Porky.
Right, okay, oh God. I'll be playing at the Modus Super Series
We've got nothing to lose.
Shall we see Saturday, 30th of August, around 4?
Right, I'll see you in 2 weeks or next month or whatever. See you later, talk. Okie doke.
I'll see you there.
Just a week, actually, Phil. You can have an hour with the Power and Adrian Lewis, the multiple World Cup of Darts winning team, are going to be hosting a very special audience with event next Saturday, 30th August, here at the Live Lounge. Tickets are available from dartshop.tv. Yeah, that ticket for that will also give you entry to the International Pairs finale as well. Now, I've got a dilemma here because the last couple of matches, we already know who's through. Sometimes things away from the darts need to entertain you. And something's happened at the Live Lounge tonight that Keegan Brown's just been dealing with.
First leg, Ryan to through first.
Do we share it on air or not? That's the dilemma.
I think my...
Keegan, welcome back.
I think my NHS e-learning has came into full force today.
Did the operation go successfully?
I wouldn't call it a operation, more of a micro procedure. It wasn't a derby, you know.
It was 2.
It was 2.
Right, anyway, back to 3 darts. Producer Robbie's okay.
140.
Ryan Branley is more than okay. He's through to Saturday.
140.
And this will be the final match of the Rising Stars week for Daniel Stevenson.
So looking at 51. Back at the 20s.
57. 58. Run your car, 64.
Treble 16. Double 8.
$48.
See, Rhinos, he's got another 3 darts at double 8. But what pressure can Stevenson put him under?
16. Getting sure the first leg, Ryan Branley.
First leg goes away of Branley. This pair will know each other well
Second
from
leg,
a
Daniel
similar part of the country.
Game on.
Branley having the better of things at the moment, but I do know that Daniel Stevenson
16.
is very ambitious.
$24. 125.
To be fair to Stevenson in this match, he's holding his own. You know, it's never nice being at the bottom of the table when you know that
83.
Your fate's already been sealed. But, you know, for him to come out and, you know, keep fighting on, you know, takes credit from a good professional.
Yeah, great addition
96.
to the week. His dad was a good pro, wasn't he, Mark? Played at the World Championship in 2009.
81.
Actually was beaten by Raymond van
60.
Barneveld, the defending champion, of course. Oh, sorry, no, he wasn't that year, was he? Year before, but second seed, went on to reach the final, Barney. That was a bit of a tough draw, wasn't it?
Daniel Carr, 160.
So another one to the 32.
92. $99. Daniel Carr, 68.
The Eye of the Bull.
43. Daniel Carr, 74.
So it's 32 to break the throw. And he does so.
On the second leg, Ryan Branley. Third leg grinder through first. Game on. $31. $58.
Yeah, I don't know about you, Murph, but I think Ryan's just doing enough at the moment, isn't he? He knows that he's through. He just wants to, win.
Yeah, can't win the group.
140.
Victory to ensure that he finishes second, mind. And that the only person that's
59.
beat him is Henry Coates. But yeah, I would agree. He's kind of going through the motions a little bit. He's playing well. He's averaging 90. Just not seeing that little bit of edge that you see in a competitive
93.
knockout game. And sort of subconsciously, I suppose that will happen, won't it?
Yeah, definitely. You've done the work for the week, and
45.
What you want to do is just save the energy really for tomorrow, because you don't want to use that extra 5% now where you've really qualified. You want to use it obviously tomorrow night when it matters most.
So effortlessly getting that 180 to put him on 57.
57. Run your car, 57.
Sometimes relaxation produces the best start, so maybe we might start to see a case of that here. Double 10.
37.
So Ryan knows he's got a couple of throws in advance.
125. Run your car, 20.
So he knows 2 10s to go 3-0 up.
Getting shot on the third leg, Ryan Branley. Fourth leg, Daniel to through first. Game on.
Yeah, 3-0. Branley looking on course
125.
for a second place finish through to finals night. The President of the United States will be pleased. And you'll have to have eagle eyes to know why I just said that.
59.
You worked it out yet, Keegan?
No, I'm
100.
lost.
Look at the sponsors on his shirt.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think I've got it, but probably haven't.
58.
Have you got it at home?
100.
That little blue oval
100.
claims that one of his sponsors is the White House in Washington. I think that's a restaurant
60.
in the northeast.
Must be. Must be.
Others are available, I'm duty bound to say.
140. Daniel Carr, 116.
So 116. Looking for a 60 to leave 36.
100. Daniel Carr, 144.
Or is this going to be the trump card?
Oh, see what you did there.
56. Daniel Carr, 16.
Stevenson to avoid a whitewash in his closing clash. Needs double 4, gets
Getting shot on
double
the fourth
4,
leg, Daniel Stevenson.
and gets off the mark in the match.
Fifth leg round through first. Game on. $59.
Daniel, we can start off this leg. I feel we get a bit of confidence going for
85.
thinking he can actually chase for the win.
$81. 100.
Maybe another treble would have just given him a bit more of an advantage there and a bit more of that confidence you spoke of. Branley still just
96.
about on course to close it out, though a treble or two here would see Stevenson take the darts.
45.
And you feel with that throw, Ryan's got all the cards in this match. So at number 19, we'll leave the 170.
95. 59. Round your car, 170.
Would love to take this out, wouldn't he?
$80.
Be interesting to see if Daniel could hit a 140.
125. Round your car, 90.
Does get two trebles, but this is for the win. That's unlucky, isn't it? The single would have left him a shot at the ball.
50.
But he leaves it handy with tops coming back.
Daniel
It
Carr,
may end up
87.
better off there, because had he gone for the ball, hit the 25, he's only getting 2 darts at a double. If he comes back, he'll have 3.
So it's double 5. And he
Game
does
shot
so.
the fifth leg, Daniel Stevenson.
Definitely not better off Ryan Branley. Stevenson is.
Six leg
He
Daniel
doubles
will
his
throw
leg
first.
tally and will
Game
now
on.
throw for parity.
$55.
Final game will be between Henry Coates and James
45.
Bookby. Of course, the other two players, along with Ryan, that have qualified from this group. Coates looking to complete a perfect Group B
54.
campaign with 8 wins from 8.
$100. $96.
Be interested in how this leg plans out.
$57.
Because it looks like it's all gone a little bit scrappy at the moment. With only 3 points between the two players.
45.
You know, you would think now with Ryan's experience, a good 139 puts him in a good stead. So back looking at the 20s.
59.
Just a shortage of trebles at the moment. Hasn't been a problem for Branley at all this week.
60.
But then the other side of the coin is he would want it happening now rather than tomorrow.
Well, he's still not showing any sort of apathy towards this game. He was really frustrated having hit a single 1 there.
To be fair to Daniel, he's held his own. Looking at, it's unlucky not to hit the
138.
treble 13 to leave 32 that. It's always the way, isn't it? When your opponent hits something, it then enables you
140,
to get back at the treble 20.
It happens so often. And the other way around as well. When it gets scruffy, you tend to follow. But this is for 3-3.
13. Run your car, 60.
Frustration for Stevenson, whose race is run. Ryan Branley will look at tops to end on a high.
$40.
Chance then for
Daniel
a level
Carr,
game.
40. Game shown the sixth leg, Daniel Stevenson.
All square.
So the final leg, blind
You've got a crystal
first,
ball.
game
You
on.
said that Stevenson could work his way back into this game, and you've been proven right again.
It's just that it's that word momentum comes back into the game, doesn't it?
$140.
Suddenly, Bradley awakens again.
$57.
So right it can capitalise.
131.
He'd be happy to be on 230 after 2 visits. So he knows the pressure's certainly back
74.
on Daniel. So he'd be happy to go out and 6 more visits. And he's going the right way about things. May lose the 25 ball option.
85. $60. Run your car 145.
So to try and sign off in style and set up Saturday in style.
82.
He will return for the remainder.
100. Run your car 63.
She should be looking at treble 13 for 24. So it's 19 for tops. Top of the shot. To close this, went out. And he does so.
Match, Ryan Branley.
It's in the bag for Branley. Confirms second place in the group with a 4-3 win over Daniel Stevenson, who will be heading home alongside Harry Gregory. It's Bookby and Coates that join Branley through to finals night, and they will play the last group game after the break.
Are you ready to lift that trophy, Darius? Yeah. Let's do it then. Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series 9 champion is Lucky D, Darius Labanowski!
Well, what a wonderful night of darts we have seen, and we are ready. Our champion is ready, and it's trophy time. So receive the trophy. £25,000. The new Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And one more time, the 8th Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And the new Modus Super Series champion is Andreas Dirty Harrison. And one more time, the 7th Modus Super Series champion. Give it up for Andreas Dirty Harrison.
The moment we've all been waiting for. Would you please show your appreciation for your Series 6 Modus Super Series champion, Scott Taylor?
One more time, your new Modus Super Series champion. He is Chucky. He is Jim McEwen.
Ladies and gentlemen, your
Well, Charlie Manby was magic in Group A. In Group C, over the last couple of afternoons, Nathan Potter and Jensen Walker showed their stuff as well. It's been dominant from Henry Coates in Group B, and Ryan Branley has clung to his coattails and gone through in similar fashion. But perhaps a story of rising stars, the emerging story, is that of James Bookby, an unknown in the wider darts world before appearing on the Modus Super Series stage. Him and his mates at university used to watch it before embarking on a night out in Sheffield. Well, the uni champion, James Bookby, has booked his place in finals night. He'll be there with Henry Coates on Saturday.
26.
And yet we knew about, well, 5 of the emerging talents that are going to be there, Keegan, but is the story changing here?
123.
5 perfect darts again. Is that a fair assessment that James Bookby is kind of the story so far?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely. I think,
like
we alluded to earlier, it's all about taking the opportunity, given, using this as the catalyst as such. And, fair play to James. He's used it perfectly, hasn't he?
They will be playing again, actually, their first game. They're in Group 2, and they'll play
57.
in the first game of that group, which is the second game of the evening. Make sure you're tuning in from 7:30 for all the build-up, the action getting underway swiftly afterwards as well. As Coates looks for tops and takes it out. 118. Great start. 12 darter.
First. Game on.
And if you want to know how good a 12 darter is, it's an average of 125.
134.
So it's not too shabby, is it?
If you kept throwing 12 darters, you would break the televised record.
96.
To be fair, how good it would be if he could keep on hitting 12 dart legs back to back all the time.
Is it still the 123.4?
I think it, yeah.
121.
Yeah, on TV, I think 123.4. I think there's been a 123.5 on the Pro Tour.
60.
Peter Wright, Van Gerwen hit the 123.4, didn't he, in Aberdeen Premier League many, many years ago. The record average here at the Super
58.
Series, 122.69. That was Darryl Pilgrim. But maybe the notable one, not televised of course, but 130 from a player in this week, Charlie Manby on the Dev Tour. Highest recorded average in a competitive match.
59. James McCall, 42.
So James looking at 42. So it's 10 for 32. And he does.
He's shown the second leg. James Bookby.
And he's kind of really turned it on in that leg, didn't he? We were waxing lyrical about the 12 darter from Coates in leg 1, but he's just held with a 14 darter there. That's class.
120.
It's happened quite a lot this week with plays where the point of the darts actually ricocheted into the actual barrel itself, and it's not even actually met the dartboard.
51. 125.
You've hit some big ones in your time, haven't you?
I've hit the odd
39.
180 here from here and then.
No, averages.
Oh, averages. Yeah, I've hit a couple. I remember
64.
107. I think one of the highest one. I think I did it against Dirk a couple of years ago, maybe 3 years ago. I thought that was highest. Might have been I don't know, about 117. Might have been.
Not bad.
I think the highest
92.
on the Euro Tour I ever had, I lost. I think I lost with 108 or 110.
Oh, makes you sick, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, Coates will come back for 100 for another
45. Andrew Carr,
leg
100.
completed in 5 visits or fewer. May go tops.
60. 60. Henry Carr, 40.
So Henry looking for tops for a 16 hold of throat.
He's on the third leg, Henry Coates.
17 in the end.
Fourth leg, James through first. Game on.
So I've got on record 115.8, so pretty much 116
85.
for you, Keegan.
Who was that against?
That was against Stephen Bunting.
No, I think I've hit one bigger.
100.
There's a 115.24 against Dirk in the Players' Championship.
Oh, so it's 115 then.
100.
Hey, I still take that any day of the year.
That's not bad. I mean, you've got a few. You've got a few that are 110 or more. One of them, actually, in a final, 111.72 against Adrian Lewis. Remember that one?
I do, because that was my first ever Pro Tour. And I always remember the last leg, I missed 3 darts to win it in 10. So yes, the average could have been even higher.
Keeps popping up, doesn't he, Adrian Lewis? And he'll be popping up on your screens next week. Part of the international pairs and the influencer event. But this is a brilliant game of darts and a brilliant performance from Henry Coates, averaging at this point 105.
It just looks like he's just going through the mo. See, this just looks like he's just doing this, going down the old dog and duck
59
on a Friday night.
James Car 124.
So it's treble 18. So he's gonna try to sneak it into the 60 to leave tops.
44. Henry Car
First looking to clean up.
Getting shot on the fourth leg, Henry
Just
Coates.
keeps picking off the legs. Level 100 now, the average, 100.2, which is,
first. Game on.
on average, 15 dart legs throughout.
Yeah.
$83. $59.
Yeah, I think Henry would be looking at, you know... there's one thing that's really impressed me with Henry this week is the 180s. You know, after, I think...
77.
You know, after Monday and Tuesday, he was averaging at least 2 in every match. And that takes some... You know, one of the matches,
92.
he actually didn't hit 1.
3 in this match. And I'd be hoping that's all he hits, because he's got 146 for the win here.
140. Henry Car 146.
So 70 left.
79.
Unlucky not to leave 16. But to be fair to James, he's not giving in.
105. Henry Car 67.
18. And tops.
Getting shot on the
And that
marks,
is Henry Coates. Does complete that leg in 15 darts, maintains a 3-figure average, and completes an unbeaten Group B campaign. He's gone through the card. It's a 4-1 win for Henry Coates over James Bookby. We did hear from Henry last night. He's qualified in perfect fashion, but James Bookby goes through alongside him and Ryan Bradley, and we are going to be hearing from James Bookby as we wrap up all of the action at the other side of this break. get better than that too. A double 14.
And the match, the Super Series champion,
The leading light. The Super Series is sweet success for the 16-year-old.
How does he hit that? That's how he hits it! And Jensen Warner is a Super Series success story!
Shot and a Modus Super Series weeknight champion.
Double 12.
Ryan Branley, that is superb.
Turns to the scoreline. He's going to go for the big fish. He's going to get the big fish.
Needs to go, and that's exactly what it does. Henry Coates finds the middle. Yeah, we now have our field for finals night on Rising Stars Week, the first of its kind, players between the ages of 16 and 21, and there are still a handful of tickets available via dartshop.tv. Just scan that QR code and get yourselves down to the live lounge in Portsmouth if you can. We will of course be live on Pluto TV as well from 7:30 on Saturday night. And this is what's happened towards the end of the evening. By this point, actually, pretty much everything was signed and sealed, but Henry Coates carried on winning. He's gone through the group unbeaten. James Bookby getting the better of Harry Gregory, and Ryan Branley beating Daniel Stevenson in the final round of fixtures. And the table looks like this at the end of two nights' play. Henry Coates with the perfect campaign, 16 points for him. Ryan Branley in second, and going through in third place on debut here at the Super Series is James Bookby, who I'm delighted to say has joined myself and Keegan in the studio to react. And that's what I want to get first, is your reaction at making it to finals night of the first attempt.
Not unexpected, but really excited to be there. It's been a tough few weeks, to be fair, at home. Didn't play any comps for a while because I was really struggling, but luckily I've managed to find somewhat what I can somewhat do, but I feel like I've still not really kicked out of second gear, to be honest, and hopefully tomorrow really show what I can do. Yeah,
we chatted to you before a dart was thrown yesterday, and you did come across confident. Obviously you've had great success on the university dart circuit as well. How much has that helped you in coming into this setup?
Oh, massively. I mean, there's no greater pressure when you've got 20 people shouting in your face when you're going for a double, but it's a different kind. I mean, there's pressure when there's people watching and you can see them, and then there's pressure when there's people watching you and you can't see them. So I know all my family and friends and everyone who wants me to win has been watching me through those cameras, and I can't see them, and I'm going for a double thinking just hit it for them. I'm glad I did in the end.
Keegan, you're nodding away. You kind of know that the eyes are on you when you're playing.
It's such a weird feeling because, like, when you play and you know everybody's watching, they want you to do well, and you kind of like feel it in the hand when you're going for the double 16. You go, because you know you want it so bad, don't you? But that's the emotion of being a dart player, isn't it?
It certainly is. Look, it's Friday night. What's the routine back at uni? Will they all be gathered round somewhere, watching, having a few drinks and cheering you on?
I don't know. I mean, it's summer now, isn't it? Nobody's actually at uni.
Not true, yeah.
I think. I mean, I know my mates back at home have got their families around the telly and stuff like that, and my mum and dad are watching. Massive thank you to them, by the way, for supporting me through all this. But I'm not really sure. I mean, I'll have a few messages when I get back, hopefully, and I know a few of them will be coming tomorrow, so I'm honestly really excited to see them.
Obviously, it's a kind of different scene, that scene. We mentioned Adam Warner, who you know well. He came here, he won. It was incredible scenes here that night. But in general, it's not completely sort of the names from the university scene aren't as well known as some others. But you've really put yourself in the public domain, haven't you, over the last couple of nights, and will do more tomorrow. How does that feel to have sort of done it on a different stage?
Pretty good. I mean, honestly, like I said, I really, really was struggling. I've not told many people this, but I was actually quite close to not coming here because I was struggling that bad. I mean, I was getting home from work and thinking, oh, I'm stressed about how well I'm going to even practice, let alone play an actual match. But it's just a different level, and it's just exciting to play the games. I mean, I think the main thing about this sport is just enjoying it, and what is in it for me.
Absolutely, and we're glad you came. I'm sure you're relieved that you came now because you played really well. He's been a great addition, hasn't he, Keegan?
Oh, 100%.
And you're someone who's spoken about that yourself in the past. You've been through your own sort of struggles and not wanted to be at tournaments and stuff.
No, exactly. So obviously for James to come out of that, absolutely, I'd take my hat off to him. You know, he's performed absolutely fantastic. Do you know what? He was unlucky not to go second or first in the group, but hey, it's all for us to play tomorrow night.
Yeah. How have you felt generally about your performance? As you said, that you haven't felt that you got out of second gear really, but there have been some good moments, hasn't there?
Yeah, I mean, there's been glimpses, and there's been some throws I've gone up to the board and thought it feels fluid, and sometimes I go up and think, dart leaves my hand, I think that's going nowhere near, but it's one of them games you can't get anywhere without a bit of luck, really, I suppose. It's not all just skill. I mean, you get the odd deflection and you wire some another day they go in. It's just, can't really tell too much from the last couple of nights because it's been a bit of a mixed bag.
Some key moments, some decent finishes in there as well. What would you say your main strengths have been here, and what are they in general as a darts player?
I like to think when it really matters, my finishing is good, and if I need to win a game, if there's actually stuff riding on it, I'll go for it, and my scoring is normally there. But tonight especially, I struggled my first start a bit, but usually I'd say my doubles kind of saved me a lot of the time.
That was sweet, wasn't it? What we just saw then at 164. He was sitting on 71 and 2-0 up at the time. So, I mean, particularly in this format, they're the kind of shots that change matches. Keegan, what have you seen from James that's made you think that not only is he a finalist, but he's a contender?
The kid's got a bottle, hasn't he? Just looking at that 164, that is a true game changer. And at that point, obviously the opponent had momentum. So he's literally just like, do you know what? It's my night. Let's stop it. I'm gonna have it my way.
Right, let's just recap the week as a whole because we now have half the field. 12 players came to the Rising Stars week, but only 6 remain and will contest finals night tomorrow. Charlie Manby winning Group A. Group B completed tonight. Henry Coates, Ryan Branley and James Bookby going through to join Nathan Potter and Jensen Walker from Group C. And we can now reveal the groups for finals night. So instant reaction from James. You're going to be back in with Henry Coates, the match you've just played there. Nathan Potter, who won Group C as well. Group 1 is Manby, Branley and Walker. What has been the approach? Were you aware of like the names that you were playing before you came here? Did you know much about all those players?
Yeah, of course. I mean, the only person I hadn't really spoke to at all was Harry this week. But I'd spoken to everybody else. I know Dan. I actually let Henry Coates have a set of my points last year when he snapped his and he went and won a development tour with them.
Ask for them back before tomorrow.
He does still owe me £50 for that. But they've all been really, really nice, and the approach has been really get in there, do what I normally do, practice most of the time. I don't sit down a lot. And then when I'm not here, just relax. I mean, me and my dad have been to the Isle of Wight today, just kind of treat it like a bit of a holiday, you know? You don't get to come here all the time, so... Yeah,
well, that's where Keegan's from, isn't it? So you'll be heading back on the boat.
Jet,
you could give him some recommendations.
Shouldn't I?
You mentioned earlier that atmosphere when you're playing at university, and it's helped you on the stage. Tomorrow, of course, there will be a crowd in here, so how much are you looking forward to that aspect?
I'm really looking forward to it, not just because I get to play in front of a crowd, but the lads who will be coming down to watch me, and my dad's here with me. It'll be really nice to play in front of them, and not just them, but everybody else will still be watching me from home, so I'm really excited for that.
Where are they travelling from? Do you want to give them a shout out?
I think Morgan's coming from Doncaster. I think Deck might be coming from Doncaster, but I'm not really sure, to be honest. I need to check the group chat when I get home.
Yeah, I think there'll be a few messages on that phone. Keegan, you're not going to be with us tomorrow. You've got your own trip tomorrow, haven't you, playing darts in Plymouth, is
Plymouth, yes. I've got a nice little 3-hour drive now down to Plymouth.
Unlucky. We'll enjoy it here much more. Just give us a word on the whole week. Look, you're a former World Youth Champion. We've put this week on to celebrate the Stars of the Future, to unearth the Stars of the Future, which we may have done here with James.
%. I think I can't say it with a word, more of a sentence, but all I'm going to say is the the sport is in great hands, aren't it?
It certainly is. Look, you're looking out at this arena tomorrow night. There's going to be people in there. What would it mean to you to be on that stage and lifting the trophy at the end of the evening?
A lot. I'm not really sure. I mean, I've not done anything like this at all before. To get to finals night was not a surprise, but not necessarily expected. and to go on and win it would be something else, I suppose.
Well, you've certainly acquitted yourself very, very well. Congratulations. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Keegan, thank you very much for your company. We will be back tomorrow for the live finals night, but plenty coming up on the Modus Super Series channel on Pluto TV. Next up, it's a tungsten talk with Jimmy Van Schie, the Dutchman, of course, who missed out in the final of the series last week. 11:30 a.m. we'll hear from the artist Kevin Painter about his life and career, and another tungsten talk at 2:15 with Bookby, one of the hottest properties in darts at the moment. But from 7:30 Saturday night is finals night, and we will crown our first ever Rising Stars champion. It's been a fabulous week. It will culminate tomorrow. Who will be the brightest star of all? Join us at 7:30 to find out. Bye for now.
So receiving the trophy.
There's the second. This will be amazing.
Yes! What a finish! The new Modus Super Series champion, the Interceptor.
But Ryan Bradley, the boy from needs to go, and that's exactly what it does.